Hello, my name is Lisa Johnson, and this is my video on the reflection and work that I have completed for my school library media specialist degree. Embarking on the media specialist program has been a transformative journey, shaping not only the professional trajectory of my understanding of the critical role that libraries play in education. As you can see, I have my professional learning network, my practicum hours, my coursework, and my blog, but I'm going to go over the standards. Standard 1, teaching for learning. Are the heart of the skills for the media specialist role. Beyond simply curating resources, I've embraced the role as an educator, designing lessons that not only impact information, but foster critical thinking, curiosity, and a love for learning. I used my book trailer for my universal design here to emphasize that teaching for learning skills was a cornerstone for my development. Learning to design lessons that engage diverse learners and foster critical thinking has proven invaluable as a role as a media specialist, where education is not just about information, but about inspiring the love of lifelong learners. For Standard 2, the focus on literacy and reading skills. I discovered that the role of the library plays nurturing and reading culture here. For me, history has always been a powerful narrative, and weaving into literacy initiates and creates compelling context for reading. By curating historical literature, biographies, and primary sources, I found that I can foster an environment that students not only develop reading proficiency, but also gain a deeper understanding in different areas, cultures, and perspectives. Here, I chose to do a staff development to teach my teachers about using Google Forms. This seemed to be very successful. Also, I used my mini lessons here for students. This is where I integrated my history, and I used my mini lessons for 8th grade students to dive into historical topics that I found students were genuinely interested in, and they also checked books out afterwards. They were given topics and told to create a newspaper, and the students genuinely enjoyed this lesson. So it has led to me doing more historical lessons to help with writing skills as well. For Standard 3, Information and Knowledge, the library plays a pivotal role as custodians of information and educators in fostering ethical, equitable access to diverse resources. Collaborating with other teachers, I was able to create and work with my curriculum to be more effective to reach the goals of our school. Here I used a lesson about gifted learners and also an economic crisis. Again, I did take into account with history. You can see here that I did do a lesson on identifying primary and secondary sources. A lot of students struggled with this, so this lesson did take some extra time, but it was easy for them to create a lesson. In Standard 4, the role of the librarian's advocacy and leadership. This was where you create the positive learning environment and multifaceted and pivotal. By actually collaborating and connecting with students, administrators, fellow librarians, and a broader community, librarians can foster the environment that prioritizes students' learning and achievement. Here, I chose to do a lesson over research, and this actually took 2 days. This is where students could choose their topic, and then they were really taught how to research, how to find reliable sources and break things down so that they would understand how to take notes. We also talked about plagiarism and how students can't use other people's work, even if they just change a word or two. How to cite things, and they were working on doing an APA or an MLA paper, depending on which one their language arts teachers wanted them to do for them. This is also an example of something that we used. This was just giving them an outline on how to create a final product. In Standard 5, Librarians play a pivotal role in planning, development, implementation, and evaluation of school library programs, resources, and services, aligning them with the overall mission of the school. Here, I chose to do my weeding report because my library had things that needed to be gone 25 years ago, things that I had checked out when I was a student here in middle school. I also used my strategic management plan here, which directly talked about changes and things that I could do within my library, how to set my library up to be the most effective use. And I also put in here my grant proposal for an outdoor classroom. I actually am applying for this one because I would love to have the outdoor classroom as an extension of the library. I feel like students would enjoy having this in the library and being able to come in and research. The wealth of information and knowledge gained throughout the program has been instrumental in navigating my role as a media specialist, developed by a robust understanding of how to guide students in effectively addressing, evaluating, and utilizing the information. The knowledge has proven indispensable in fostering digital literacy and research skills among students. This program instilled a sense of advocacy and leadership, emphasizing the media specialist role as a champion for my library's significance in education. I am reminded that being a media specialist is not just a profession, it's a commitment to shape the future by fostering knowledge,